But actually, why is that sound so satisfying? And is there perhaps a mathematical tool that we can use to analyze what sounds are satisfying and what aren't? Welcome to the maths behind crunchy leaves. You may know, sounds can be represented as many different overlaid frequencies. For example, this recording right now looks like this.
You can see the high frequencies
and the low frequencies that are in this audio.
If we look up a spectrogram of a recording of the crunchy leaves, it looks like this. We can see that the higher frequencies are actually represented more. This diagram is a little bit weird because both axes are log scale, but that's actually how our brains perceive sound, so that's actually okay. If we look at the spectrogram of just the background noise, so without the crunching, it looks like this, where the lower frequencies are actually represented more. And scientists gave different names to different types of noise based on what their frequency spectrograms look like. For example, if all frequencies have the same intensity, we call it white noise, which sounds like this. If there are less higher frequencies, namely if intensity is inversely proportional to frequency, we call it pink noise. If it's even more extreme, namely if intensity is inversely proportional to the frequency squared, then we call it Brownian or just brown noise. Fun fact, these types of noise have been shown to increase performance for people with ADHD. See the description for more info on that. If there are less lower frequencies, namely if intensity is approximately proportional to frequency, we call it blue noise. If it's even more extreme, namely if intensity is approximately proportional to frequency squared, we call it violet noise. And there's also my favorite type of noise, gray noise. Here intensity is adjusted to what humans actually perceive. So this noise tries to make it sound as if all frequencies are equally as loud. So it's like white noise, but adjusted for humans. Okay, so using all of these colors of noise, we can now say that the river noise, the background noise, was actually pink noise, which maybe explains why it was so satisfying. And the crunching leaves bit was actually blue noise, which doesn't really explain why it was so satisfying. I guess the satisfyingness actually has to do with cultural aspects and the feelings we associate with fall weather, but I still hope it was fun to learn about noise maths and the maths behind crunchy leaves. Thank you for watching and see you!